Hello everybody, coming at you with all my might. It is Smite. How you guys doing today? So I haven't rode the bike in about a week or so because I got a new car. Look at that. So what I ended up doing is my aunt actually bought my truck. So I sold my truck, got a small loan for $1 million like I said in my video, put some cash down and got this. It's a 2011 Volkswagen Golf TDI. It had 65,000 miles on it and it looks pretty sweet. I love it. It's a nice little car. So let's get in there. We'll get the key, unlock right there. I'm looking at it through the camera, that's why. So there it is. It's a manual 6-speed. Took some getting used to, that's for sure. I stalled it quite some time. I still do end up stalling it. I don't really drove it, manual in a long time, so. I did 391 miles by myself. That's since I got it. I filled it up, and look, we still have we don't have a quarter of a tank left with that many miles. How much miles does it say we're going to get? About 165 miles left on this tank, and on our last trip we got an average of 44 miles per gallon. So this car gets excellent gas mileage. I love it. It makes a world of a difference. It's so awesome to be able to take a car and still get the same mileage as on my bike. I don't feel good today, honestly, guys, so it was nice not having to deal with, all the extra stress of riding a motorcycle to work while you're feeling a little bit down. Today I was supposed to have a day off, but they saw another office needed me, so I went. Hey, I have a car payment now, so yeah, I love it. The fog lights, it's got headlights, and the thing about it is it has daytime running lights right there, which I never use because I always turn on my headlights, but the first time I didn't, it said DLR, and I'm like, what in the world? I thought it had something to do with diesel, but that doesn't end up purring away. Everything's quiet. I love it. And those cars made me feel stupid a number of times, and I think I'll do a separate video, but since you're already here, I'll show you. So how do you think you open the trunk? Well, there's a button on the clicker, so I was hitting the button, and you can't see it anymore because they're going through rain, but I was prying up on here because I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to open it. Well, you do this. And then when the car is unlocked, it will activate the actuator. Well, let's unlock the car. Alright, so with the car unlocked, you push this in and it clicks and boop, and all my mail stuff's in there, and I don't have to get in and out of bags. It's awesome. I love it. Yeah, it's a two-door. My wife wasn't too thrilled about the two-door at first. We rode in a Jetta and absolutely hated it. It was so small like this. There's no headroom in a Jetta, but this, it's awesome. There is. So it's a nice little 2.0 diesel. It's different having a turbo. That is totally weird. I've never drove a car with a turbo before. Well, now this being the one I have, has great sound. I still have to get used to driving manual, but I'm getting a lot better. Honestly, guys, this is the first car that I've drove manual, actually drove, and the time I drove it, it was test driving it. That's the first time I ever drove a manual car on the road. So I think I did pretty good. We did one thing where we got bucking really bad, but yeah. And my wife's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know what it's doing. I was just on the edge of the grab point and it was just bucking hardcore. And I'm like, I just gave it a little gas to smooth right out. I'm like, oh, we were going too slow, but shifts real smooth. It's a 6-speed, which is cool. It's not a 5-speed. Great gas mileage. It's warm. It's awesome. It's got heated mirrors. It's got heated seats. Look at that. See, we just pressed that and boom, heated seats. And the fact of the matter is we were actually going to look at one of these, and it was silver, and it was actually more but less miles. It had half the mileage, but they wanted like $2 or $3 more grand for it. And we went down. We were going that day to look at it, and I called him, and he's like, oh yeah, we just sold that yesterday. So I'm like, shoot, because I was interested in this car, but I wasn't 100% sold on it just because of the fact that it didn't have the heated seats and it didn't have the heated stuff, but turns out it did. So it all turned out, it was awesome. Like I said, we test drove a Jetta, but there was just no headroom. And I thought, oh, it's awesome. It has a moonroof and a sunroof, but turns out I don't really like that. I mean, because it was like literally right next to my head. I'm like, the car was just overall small. Like this, it's just so much more roomier, and that's what even my wife said, because she was really against the Golf at first. But I love it. One small complaint, and it's not to deal with the car. It's when we got it from the dealer, they're like, oh, rate us on Google. Rate us 5 stars. We like 5 stars. But they didn't even detail my car. Like, we put a deposit on it so they would hold it because we had to wait for our bank. And they had all that day and then all to the next day to detail it. And it wasn't done. The only thing they did is they just threw the mats in the ground. They wiped a bird poop off that was on the one side, but it wasn't what I would consider a professional detail. Like, I don't know, because I've had it less than a week and there's already dirt on the dash, and this was all there when I got it, you know. And now that's probably from us getting in now, but there is dog hair, and we don't even have a dog, and there's white dog hair. So this was all on there when we got the car. So I'm just like, they didn't do 100% good job on the detailing, and I just personally feel like it should have been better. I don't know. I mean, when you're buying something that costs this much, how much is it that difficult to run it over with a vacuum? But I don't know. I'm really happy with the car. I'm happy with everything. So, and I'm really happy with the gas mileage. Like I said, I did 300 miles, almost 400 miles, and we're not even empty yet. So I got to pick up some diesel anti-gel because it's starting to get cold already. It was like in the 40s. I'm not sure what temperature diesel gel's at, so I want to make sure that I don't get surprised, walk out, and the diesel won't start because the fuel's all gelled. So other than that, it's been great. Sorry for the lack of videos, but not riding the bike, getting this, and mostly it was just getting this, and that took up a lot of time, like two full days of just working on that, and then non-stop working, and then I had to work on my wife's car. But that's a whole nother story, so I'll fill you in later. But thank you so much for watching, and we're going to be warm in the winter now. Just don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. Have a nice day, and God bless.